Evening. The holidays can be a stressful time. I think we can all agree about that. But how stressful can it be when someone significant in your life has passed on or transitioned? Actually, the death of a loved one adds to and compounds the stress that we all feel. So the next question I have is, how in the world can we get through the holidays without losing it when someone we've loved has gone on? Well, today on Stress Talk Live, I'm going to answer that question by sharing 5 actions with you, just in case you need ideas to survive the holidays after your loved one dies. And we're going to get to it in just a moment. Welcome to Stress Talk Live. This is where we're helping you to live a healthy life through strategic stress management. I'm Marcyline Bailey, and I'm glad you're with me. I want to share a few things with you before we get started. I hope that's okay with you. First, I'd like to invite you to like, follow, and subscribe to ML Bailey Consultants, both on Instagram, Facebook, as well as YouTube. As you know, you can watch Stress Talk Live on Facebook and on YouTube currently. Next, I want to share with you that this is the first year that I am actually offering a Black Friday special. Well, let me change that. I've done it in the past, but I've never really promoted my Black Friday special. Well, this is the year because it's super special, and I want you to make sure that you get on the wait list. The Black Friday special will drop on Black Friday this year, which is November 25th. Also, if you want to get a new view, meaning if you want to see it first before anybody else does, you want to get on the wait list. The wait list, individuals who are currently on the wait list get to see it on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, November 22nd. Everybody else, you'll get the announcement on November 23rd. So, watch for, if you're not a subscriber to our newsletter, watch for announcements on Facebook and Instagram. It is super special. I'm also offering a bonus to those of you who decide to get in on this super special that I have. I'm offering a bonus, and that bonus is a get through the holidays without losing it bonus. And what that entails is every day there is a message from me for 30 days throughout the holiday season. So that's why I'm excited about this Black Friday special because, hey, not only do you get to see me every day with a special message to help you to get through the holidays without losing it, you'll also get access to I would say, um, a transformative program, course, experience. So make sure you're watchful for that. Okay, let's get into our main content today. We're talking about the holidays, and we're talking about getting through the holidays when we have lost someone who means a lot to us. This could be a grandmother, a grandfather, a mom, a dad, or even someone, a child. Not only that, it could be a close friend, a close acquaintance, someone who has been meaningful in your life. And I know that many people hurt during the holidays. A lot of women in particular hurt during the holidays, and it adds to the stress that we're under, trying to prepare for the holidays, trying to make sure that our families are cared for and have what they need through the holidays as well. So, how is it that what causes that pain? What causes that hurt? Well, when you have someone who is significant in your life, who transitions on, who passes on, the loss is not just a loss of that person being there. The loss is much more than that. There's a loss in terms of um, routine. There's a loss in terms of things that you used to do with that person. There's a loss in terms of traditions that that person was a part of, things that they said, things that they did, ways in which they moved. All of those things compound the loss that we feel. We don't always think of it that way, but imagine this. Let me give you an example. My father worked second shift for years, and I mean for years, before for years as we were growing up. And one thing that we could always count on was that he would call home at 7:15 every day. Every evening on his lunch break, he would call home and talk to us. Now, that was significant for us growing up. And as you can see, I remember it. I remember that at 7:15, Daddy was going to call and he would talk to each of us. He would talk to my brother, my mom, and me. So that's a memory that I have of him. Imagine that every day, someone calls you, or every day you call that person, or you go by their home, or you have dinner with them on a certain day, or you watch a TV show with them, or you even talk about that TV show. Those are significant events with that person. So when that person transitions, again, you're not just losing that person, you're also losing the things that you did together, the routines that you did on a daily basis. Not only that, you're losing the sentiment around it, the feeling around it. You know, if you're watching a game show and just listening to them talk about the game show, you're losing the feeling that you had when you were listening to them and engaging with them. So when it comes to the holiday season, we often think about the people that we lost and the people that we loved. And so that makes it more all the more difficult, and it adds to the stress because not only again are we thinking about the person, we're thinking about everything that is around that person. We're thinking about everyone who was all of the um, how can I say it? We're thinking about all of the interactions and the feelings that those interactions brought to us. So let's talk about the 5 actions that you can take to, if you need some ideas to help you to get through the holidays. Number one, this is something that I've been reading about quite a bit and seeing. And I think it's a really neat idea. Not only is it a neat idea if you're trying to manage your feelings as it relates to the person or the loved ones you've lost, but also it creates a history for your family. The first thing is have a memory tablecloth. And a memory tablecloth is basically just a fabric tablecloth that you will allow people to write on. You want to have a fabric marker or a Sharpie and allow them to write on this tablecloth. They can write memories that they have of the holidays with the person that you lost. They can also write down recent memories, recent experiences with loved ones during the holidays. It creates a long lasting yes, a historical um, um, artifact for your family. Imagine 20 years from now pulling that tablecloth out during holiday dinner and being able to read some of the things that people have said. So that I think is an excellent idea. I wish I had known about it when our daughters were younger because we would have had all of those memories on this tablecloth. But you can do this for Christmas, you can do it for Thanksgiving, excuse me. You can also do it for any holiday, 4th of July, Memorial Day. Just write have, memories that you have with your loved one, a loved one who has transitioned, or current memories, current experiences that you want to make sure that generations to come can read about and hear about. Excuse me, I wanted to just drink a little bit of tea. So, the first is get a memory cloth. The second is a secret signal. Now, a secret signal, I think, is really important. Uh, it's an important um, action, especially for someone who has recently lost a loved one. A secret signal can be anything, but you can share your signal with others in the family. And because sometimes it's just difficult to say, hey, I need a moment, or you know what, I need to excuse myself, or, just being afraid or concerned that you're going to fall apart in the midst of lots of people. You can have a signal that you use to excuse yourself or to give the person you've shared it with the high sign that you need a little extra support right now. Why do you need extra support? Because you're thinking about the loved one you've lost and you're becoming overwhelmed. You're feeling overwhelmed. Secret signal could be anything that you decide. It could be tugging the ear. If any of you are old enough to remember the Carol Burnett show, Carol Burnett had a secret signal. She would tug her ear to send greetings to her grandmother who was watching her show. It could be anything. But with your secret signal, you can just let someone else know that you need additional support. You could use it anytime that you have an overwhelming thought or an emotion about the one you love. And it's a subtle way to let others know that you just need a little time right now. Okay. So we've talked about having a memory tablecloth. We've also talked about having a secret signal. The third thing that I'd like to share with you is tell stories. I'm a storyteller. I love telling stories and I love hearing stories. Sometimes people tell me I'm a little long-winded. Sorry about that. Uh, if you ever hear how my husband and I got together, I have a short version and I have a long version. And the long version is the long version is pretty long, but it gives you all the details. Uh, but in any case, tell stories. As I said, I love telling stories. Tell stories about memories that you have with the person that you lost. Tell stories about significant or memorable events. We tell the story about my dad and how he overdid it one Christmas, not eating, but prepping food. He bought a certain type of food, and he was going to prepare it for us for Christmas, and he overdid it. He needed a lot of help to finish so it didn't spoil. When we tell that story, we laugh a lot about it because it was funny when it was happening, and it's even funnier now. And we tell it in his memory, of course. The other thing about telling stories and sharing is that you can use pictures to jumpstart the storytelling. Remember when? Do you all remember this picture? Invite family members to bring pictures of past holidays with your loved one. And it can help to jumpstart the conversation, jumpstart telling stories and sharing memories. Also, if you have small children, especially children who may not have a memory of the loved one or may not have had time to really get to know that loved one, just take some time to just share with them so that they can get to know that person in memoriam. Sorry, excuse me. So telling stories is a great way to get through the holidays, especially if you're missing your loved one and you need a way to get through to survive the holidays. So that's the third action. Number 4, this takes you out of your home, but visit a place or spend time in a place that was close to your loved one. Did your loved one love the library? Go to the library, spend some time there. Were they known at the library? Spend some time talking to the people who knew them. Did they go fishing? Was that something that they did? Go to the pier or where they frequented and spend some time with the people around them who knew them. Share some of those stories that I was talking about. But go to those places or go to the place that was near and dear to your loved one's heart. You don't have to actually leave your home. Watch a favorite movie. We love certain movies. One channel that shows lots of great holiday movies. So watch a holiday movie that was near to your loved one's heart. Listen to their favorite Christmas album or Christmas music. Do they have an artist that they love to listen to? Listen to that artist, listen to their music. Or you can continue a tradition that your loved one always did during the holiday. Just continue the tradition. So when you want to remember your loved one and get through, visit or spend time in a place that was close to their heart or do something that they love to do over the holiday season. Number 5, this is first and foremost. Take care of yourself. Take good care. That is really when I end an email, when I end a letter, when I stop the recording, when I get off a live stream, I always say, take good care. Spend time with people who affirm and encourage you. Make time for them and ask them to make time for you to help you to get through the holidays without the person that you loved and cared about. Get plenty of rest. We don't always rest enough. The hustle and bustle of the season takes us in many, many different directions, doesn't it? We are shopping for food, shopping for gifts. We're running around planning. We're going here and there. We may be volunteering. Regardless of what you're doing and all of the plans that you have for the holidays, make sure you're getting plenty of rest. That is very important. Take a nap during the day if you can. Make sure you're going to bed maybe a half hour, 30 minutes earlier than you normally do, but get plenty of rest. And then finally, practice self care, self compassion. I'm sorry. Self compassion is not only wanting to help yourself, but doing something about it. Remember, compassion is not only having the desire to help someone, it's actually helping them. It's doing something about it. So when you are practicing self-care, not only do you want to take care of yourself, you're actually taking actions that in turn are nurturing and caring. It's all about self-care. So, with the fifth action, taking care of yourself, you want to spend time with people who affirm and encourage you. You also want to make sure that you're resting. And then finally, practicing self compassion. So, I have just gone through 5 ideas to help you to survive the holidays after a loved one dies. I'm sharing these things because I know that it is often very difficult to get through the holidays without losing it after we've lost someone who was so significant in our lives. And so I want to go through briefly those 5 things again. Thank you, Rosanna Lucius King. She said it was a very good idea. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So here are the 5. Here are the 5 that we're talking about. Okay. First, a memory cloth. The memory cloth can be a tablecloth in which you allow family, friends to write on, and they can write down memorable experiences they had with your loved one during the holidays. They can also write current experiences, and it can be a source of history for your family. Number 2, have a secret signal. If you find yourself becoming overwhelmed or needing additional support, just have a secret signal that you share with 1 or 2 of your family members so that they know when to be there for you or to help you to get through. Tell stories. Share stories about your loved one. Share stories about being with them over the holidays. They can be funny stories. They can be memorable things that stood out to you. Number 4, visit a place or spend time doing things that your loved one enjoyed. That could be watching movies, it could be baking, whatever they enjoy doing during the holidays, do that. You can also spend time with people that they cared about in places that they enjoyed as well. And then number 5, as I said, first and foremost, you want to take good care. Show yourself some self compassion. Also, be easy on yourself. We can't do it all. We need to be able to take a break. Make sure you're getting rest, lots and lots of rest. I want you to remember to like, follow, and subscribe to ML Bailey Consultants on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Don't forget to get in on the Black Friday special. It's going to drop on Friday. But if you want to know, if you really want to know how to, if you really want to know and get it early, make sure you sign up for the newsletter. And the newsletter will tell you, give you first dibs on it, and it will also tell you what's in it and what to expect. You can sign up for the newsletter at this link. Go to taplink.cc forward slash mlbaileyconsultants. That's how you get there. Well, I hope you join me again for more Stress Talk Live with Marcyline. I look forward to spending time with you. I enjoy it so much. I hope you enjoy it as well. We're here every Sunday at 7 p.m. right here on on Facebook and YouTube. Well, that's all for now. As always, take good care.